Hey guys, it's Rob. It's 308 days until I turn 30, and every moment is a waking nightmare. Okay, maybe it's not that bad, but it still hurts pretty bad. Check in. Only up zero point 0.2 pounds, a substantial achievement, brought to you by exercise, and in spite of a party where I partied hardy over the weekend. And I finished my narrow edits. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. That means I can move on to the other two tasks that must be done before the edit, the professional edit, which are the outlining book 2, so that I know I have hooks from book 1 that are satisfied in book 2, and taking care of the broad, like big edits that involve changing parts of the story. Those will be done in reverse order, obviously. And hey, I got rid of that couch, too. The white couch. It's in the back there. Having 2 couches made my family room like a warehouse. But thanks to the help of my buddy Adam and his pickup truck, we got it out of here. That has been lingering for far too long. It's quite liberating to be rid of it. But everything hurts. So at the beginning of the day, I was going to come to you. I was like, oh man, I know what I'll talk about tonight. I'll talk about the new Nike Plus running app. Well, it's not a new app, but it's new to me. And because I went out jogging with the Nike Plus running app this morning and ran 3.9 miles, holding an average pace of 11 minutes, 16 seconds per mile, I think, which is, not, I'm not an athlete, but it's a lot for me. It's all about baby steps, right? Anyway, I had that app going while I was running, and it traces your route around where you run, tells your mileage. It'll send cheers to you from friends if they click the like or something while you're running. Pretty cool stuff. But as I started to lose momentum, I looked down at the app and I was like, oh man, I can still do, like I was being tracked, and so suddenly I had to make sure that I was jogging every inch of this 3.9 mile stretch. So even though my body protested, I kept jogging, and I switched over to like a power song to finish on my iPod so that I could like get an extra boost, something that really got me pumped to run. Which I unashamedly state is the theme song to Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, Japanese Power Rangers, one particular season of that. And man, that shifted me into beast mode. And I plowed through the final, couple of minutes of my run there, in spite of the protests from my body. And I got back and I was like, oh man, I'm going to talk about this running app. That was really motivating. And it'll track my mile times as I get them faster, and it'll tell me when I beat them, and tell me about longest runs, and let me interact with other running people through Facebook. And that's great. And then throughout the day, I have gotten more progressively stiff and decrepit. So I may have pushed myself too hard in the interest of letting the app measure my entire route, whether to be running at all times during what's my normal route, but that I sometimes slow to a walk if my body normally is like. So I'm stiff, and every time I stand up from this chair, I groan like a zombie and hobble through my apartment. And then on top of that, my stomach's feeling a little funny tonight. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. We'll see how I feel once I get a good night's sleep. But all the same, my personal health mismanagement aside, I do recommend you check out that Nike Plus running app. It's pretty neat. I think you can just search for me by Robert Wiesahan on there. My first and last name should be somewhere around here that you can find to spell it. But if you want to be my Nike Plus running friend, find me on there, and we'll run together in spirit over the internet. It'll be good. The quest continues to finish out all of my personal editing for the current work-in-progress manuscript before Saturday the 10th, which is when my high school class reunion is, and it'll be good to tell people that I have a book being edited by a professional who accepts money in exchange for editing. So I want to do that. I want to do that so bad. I want to have this off my plate, and while that's happening, I want to work on the short story again, polish that up, and hopefully publish it before I even get the edits back for the big novel. Um, that would be great. That wasn't a laugh. That was a cough interrupting me. Uh, but that's enough out of me. I'm late as it is. I'm tired, and I just limp through the apartment. So I'm going to close this up for the day, and I will update you on Thursday on how the final sprint into the next stage of the novel is going. Um, until then, work hard, play hard. I'll see you Thursday.